Hi guys, it's Nick. Welcome back to another video. Today we are talking about how to combine interior design styles. Now I would say out of all the videos that I've done on YouTube so far, to be honest, this video right here, which is my most popular interior design style video, it's probably the one I'm most proud of. It's kind of my favorite. And that's because I think I've just learned so much about the history of design and how different geographical regions and different time periods created design styles that honestly just work so beautifully together. So in my design journey, I've really learned to appreciate working with one interior design style because I think it just goes a long way to know that you're going to create a cohesive space because everything was designed together. So feedback from that video is that some of you guys have said that you like multiple design styles. You want to work with farmhouse, but you also like industrial, or you like Scandinavian, but you also like Japanese Zen, and you're wondering how can I combine these different design styles together. So that's what this video is all about. It's about a few tricks that I have learned on how to make it so that your space is more cohesive and that you can work with multiple design styles at the same time. So tip number one for you guys is the 80-20 rule. So this means that 80% of your interior design elements in a space should be from one design style and the 20% should be from a supplementary design style. So you got the dominant one and then you've got the supplementary one. And the reason you do this is that way most of the space is working with that same design style and all the benefits that we talked about in that other video. You know that your space is going to be cohesive, gives you some flavor and some interesting pieces from a different design style that you want to incorporate. So a great way to do that is to use that 20% of the supplementary style and create a focal point. So here is a really great example that I've found. So you can see here that this person is really going for a rustic sort of farmhouse look. We would have things that you would expect to generally see in a farmhouse, like you've got that wooden dining room table, you've got those white metal chairs, which look super farmhouse, right? You've got the cabinets in the background, which are a little bit distressed. But you guys, you have like these big, three chunky pendants above the table, which to me just scream glam. You've got these crystals that really draws your attention. And that's what's fun about creating a focal point is your eye is immediately drawn to it. You got these big, beautiful pendants and it sort of draws upwards and it's sort of taking that rustic farmhouse and combining it with glam into one space and it just works. So that brings me to tip number two, which is to focus on the commonality between different design styles. So two different design styles, there's obviously going to be pieces that are very different from each other. And then there's going to be some commonality. There's going to be some things that they are similar. So let's take a look and just give you an example of like Scandinavian design style versus mid-century modern, which are two super popular design styles right now. Mid-century modern will use a lot of things like plastic and acrylic, vinyl and fiberglass, things like plywood, but you also see a lot more focus on bold colors. So you've got big bright red or yellow or bright shades of blue. You also see darker or mid-tone woods like teak and acorn, while again, Scandinavian generally leans lighter. And you're also seeing bold prints from geometrics, which are usually less likely to be seen in Scandinavian. Now in Scandinavian design, you see again more pale or muted tones, white, gray, cream, with maybe some light touches of black. I also find Scandinavian generally is a bit more of it has more of a rustic feel, while mid-century modern has more of kind of a man-made sort of feel to it. So what do these two have in common? Well, I mean, first of all, you've got clean, simple lines and lack of things that are really fussy or ornate. Generally, both styles use a lot of natural wood, definitely light and medium tones. Scandinavian leans more on the lighter side. Windows are generally left bare. You know, you want to see a lot of like simple drapery. You don't want anything to really cover up that natural light coming in through the windows. And they really focus on organic shapes. So now let's take a look at when you're trying to put individual pieces into your space from two different design styles. So you'll generally want to work with pieces that come from that space in the middle, that commonality, the space where both overlap. I love this space as well. So generally here you've got mostly a Scandinavian color palette, right? They're keeping things mostly neutral. So you've got about 80% I would say is Scandinavian, but you do have some mid-century elements. So someone clearly wanted to bring some mid-century pieces in here. So my eye, I don't know about yours, but is immediately drawn to that yellow chair. It just totally stands out with this really big, bold, bright color. And you've got these dark wood legs. Definitely contrasts with the regular sort of neutral color palette of the rest of the space. You've also got this geometric rug, which is super popular with mid-century modern, but it's in a neutral tone to work with the rest of the space. You've also got these really colorful posters to just add this pop of color. So I would say that while 80% of this space is really Scandi, the owner here has clearly added some mid-century items that they wanted to pop. So that brings me to my third tip, which is that color and pattern and texture are great ways of unifying different pieces from across different interior design styles. So let's take a look at another example. So here, I mean, you've got this. First of all, it's gorgeous. So to me, this space reads very Scandinavian. You've got really light woods, of course, on the floor. You've got light wood on the wall. You've also got these table and chairs that to me read quite Scandi, same with the couch. But you've definitely got 20% or so of the decor, which leans more Japanese Zen. So you've got these, candles in sort of these kind of lanterns, and then I think you might have some bamboo shoots on the side. You've of course got these windows that open up to these beautiful trees. So let's take a look at some other examples. But I also want to really point out that you don't have to just use color. You can also use sort of texture and different materials that can repeat themselves in patterns throughout the space. And even though they're from different design styles, it's going to make the space look more cohesive. So you can use metals like brass or gold or silver. You could use like different materials like leather or marble or concrete. Things that kind of can help unify the palette and unify sort of the different elements across the different interior design styles. My last tip for you guys is really one that I hope that you get out of every video that I have, which is just, if you think it looks good, if you think it's beautiful, then it's right. I mean, I really hope that you use these videos, and this one in particular, as kind of a guide to sort of help you create the space that you want. That's what I'm all about. So in the end, guys, it's your home and it needs to be an expression of your personality. So I hope this guide has maybe helped you with a couple of different ways that you can combine different styles together to create your signature style that works for you in your home. So that's it for today, guys. If you got any value out of this, of course, click like. Please hit subscribe if you want to get more interior design related content, and that's kind of it for me. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.